Hello and welcome to the SportsGist. The Ghana Football Association recently launched the Ghana Football DNA. Today we are here to bisect into it, and I'm here with my colleague Selassie. Selassie is going to dissect what the Ghana Football DNA, what it's supposed to do for us, and let's see if that's the right way for Ghana football. So Selassie, the GFA president, Okreku launched the Ghana Football DNA. Can you tell us what the Ghana Football DNA is about?
Yes, the Ghana Football DNA has been missing for some time now, and it is hard time we got it to implement the systems in our youth setups. Over the past decades, we used to have it when we had coaches like Sam Adi, the legendary Sam Adi, develop systems like the multi-systems, which was studied in Europe. But over some time now, it has been missing. But the GFA philosophy, which is now our DNA, which was launched yesterday, it is the right thing, but it came at the wrong time. In my opinion, it came at the wrong time. So it is a DNA which we want to implement into our football, whereby our transitioning systems from the youth teams to the senior level is developed, and for that matter, not just arrange a set of players on the field and just play without a plan. So it has become essential to us to develop it. But you could see that it is something that has been in line and in motion for about some years now from the technical directorate, and I think it is now the time when we need it the most, because I've asked myself this question when we watched even the previous time the Black Stars played, and currently when the under-23 team played, and just yesterday when the under-20 team was eliminated. I've asked the question, what is our identity? How are we just playing to? I just don't know how we are playing, how we are organized. It just looks haphazard on the field.
So if I get you right, what you are saying right now, as the Ghana national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, the under-23, the under-21, the under-19, they don't have any identity. It's just like when the tournament is ready, they just assemble a crop of players, then just give them a set of instructions, a set of tactics to go and play. There's no pathway set up for the youth system. Like, for example, at first we used to have the code football, whereby players from there, when they join the local leagues, then from the local leagues, they call them into the under-20, the under-20, the under-23, then they graduate into the Black Stars. We are saying that right now we don't have anything like that. We don't have any structure that graduates footballers from the various from the various leagues, that's from the various national leagues. But then they just assemble players, they just call players from Europe, or even should I say the GFA executives bring their own players on board just to push their own players, so they call them into the national setup just to play. Is that what you are trying to say?
If I get you right, you can notice that in our setups the focus is all on the Black Stars, and actually monies or attention has not been actually brought into the local leagues and to some extent the Colts football. It was the Colts football that nurtured players like Michael Essien, Sule Ali Muntari, and the others, Derek Boateng. You see, they all went through the Colts football system, but afterwards, when the Colts system came down, we actually have not had a plan whereby we can transition players from the grassroots into the various U7, U10s, U15s, and straight into the Black Stars. So when they come onto the field, it seems like there's no understanding between them. You understand? There's no understanding between them. When you go to Brazil, they play their samba football. It has been their identity since. When you go to Italy, they play the Catenaccio system. When you go to German, they have the German machine, the Spanish tiki-taka. All of these, they were systems that were developed scientifically and based on a lot of consultations. They built up systems that are helping them now and have won them laurels. But the question is, at this point in time, we have developed a philosophy and a DNA, but how will it be implemented?
So, what do you think we are not doing right as a nation in that aspect? Because even just recently, Morocco has developed a well-structured system, a well-structured plan, and you can see from how they play, from their under 10, under 7, under 19, under 20, and even the Senegal national team. Now they are the best team in Africa. They've won the trophies on all the levels, except the under 20 recently that Morocco won. So it's said that what are we not doing right now as a nation?
We've gone to 4 World Cups, 2006, 2010, 2014, and 2022. And anytime we attend these World Cups, FIFA releases monies to Ghana. Not quite recently, we were embarrassed with some monies. About $9 million
just
was
came
given
on Tuesday.
And even once your nation participates and goes through the group stages, even in the group stages, you get about $9 million.
Even preparations, the FIFA award you some sum of money for you to prepare for the World Cup.
Yes. So some of these monies are supposed to be used for development. And when there is no clear plan, which is highly evident, when you go to Pram and you see the Pram Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence, you just get sad as a person, as a football person. A football nation, can you say that, is this really a football nation? Having such a center that it doesn't befit our footballing culture. It doesn't befit anything football about this nation. Morocco as a country, when we even talked about the top 10 teams in Africa, Morocco wasn't part of it. But now see Morocco developed a lot of players, Sofiane Amrabat, Yacine Bono, the Adel Tarabat, a lot of players.
Yes.
They've gone through the systems. They have a defined system of play, a defined pattern. England has a DNA which they developed about some years ago. It was launched in 2015 at the St. George's Park.
And now they are reaping from
it. Germany, after 2006, they sat down after the World Cup, changed their system from the low block 4-4-2 system, and now they are playing fluid football. It's just a joy to watch them. Germany. You could see that Brazil, they have a defined pattern of play, the samba football. They will be dancing with their skillful players, Ronaldinho, Robinho, and all these players. German has that German machine. Such a joy to watch them. They have a system. Recently, not long ago, about some years ago, England launched their.
For England are doing well with their system. Like right now, if you talk of the best talents in the world, I would say England has the best set of talent when it comes to football. In every position they have it.
Yes.
And they just won the Euros, the under 21 Euros, and the systems are working for them.
It is working for them, and now we have a DNA. This one, it embodies only a part of the Ghanaian footballing culture, but we have people who have worked close to some of our legendary coaches like Samade, the legendary Cecil Jones Atukwuefio of Hearts of Oak of blessed memory. They were the pioneers of systems in Ghana football. There are people who have worked closer to these people. They were not even consulted when it came to the writing of this book.
Wow. So because of time, we will get into the Ghana footballing DNA itself. So, but for now, let's end it here. This has been the Sports Gist. We will come your way next week with the details of the Ghana football DNA that was recently launched. Make sure to subscribe and share our videos.